guys, welcome to yet another episode of the Make It Easy podcast. My name is Shalomeni and I'll be your host. This is the Make It Easy podcast. So today's episode, this is episode 8. Episode 8. We are 2 episodes away from winding up on season 1 and I couldn't be more excited. I am so excited. So today's episode is continuation of the episode we had last week on contentment. And thank you to those who have interacted with the previous video on contentment, and thank you for the amazing feedback. As I always say, and I will keep on saying, it goes along with the feedback. I mean, your feedback really does me good. Gives me the motivation to come and do more episodes. So this is a part 2. So if you're taking notes, this is where you continue. So today we'll be talking about comparison, because one of the reasons why I feel most of us are not content in the whatever circumstances or whatever situation in life is because we are always comparing ourselves with others. We want to quantify our achievements to what others have achieved, and if our achievements don't match to people's achievements, we feel like, we are failures, we don't deserve to be here. And if you are a regular here, you know that I always come up with very creative scenarios to help bring the point home. So today's episode is no different. I have a perfect case study or a perfect scenario to help bring the point home. So imagine we have this kind of families whereby during holidays, be it Christmas or whatever holiday, we always travel to our grandparents' home. All of us, the aunties, all your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, all of you decide, okay, this is where we'll be celebrating Christmas, or this is where we'll be celebrating New Year. And then probably your grandparents' home back in the wherever your grandparents live. So you decide this particular date, all of us are traveling. So all of you probably will be traveling, probably with public means or private means, but all of you, the whole extended family, will decide that at this particular date or at this particular time, we are leaving to go and celebrate. So assume this certain family, they travel with the private means. So you have all your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, everyone coming in with their cars, their families. So of course, all of you will need to fuel your cars. You have to fuel your cars. And think of, for example, all of you have different cars. All of the families have different cars. Some have Mercedes, whatever, all the types of cars that exist. I do not want to embarrass myself right now. So all different cars have to be fueled. And let's assume this journey is, for example, those grandparents of yours live far away, so you need to have enough fuel for the journey. So you say probably all these cars need to be fueled full tank. So different cars will be fueled with different amount of money, because they all have different tanks. So for example, for the Mercedes, it will take roughly 10,000 to fuel it. Well, I don't think 10,000 is the same amount it takes right now to fuel it, because of the fuel manuals. But imagine the Mercedes is fueled, the tank is fueled full tank, 10k, and then for example another car that has a small tank, say a Demio, it's probably is filled up with, let's say, 5k or 4k, I'm not sure, right about that range. Of course, with the fuel prices right now, cannot be sure. next time probably it will a day will be fully by 10k. Anyways, so all the cars are full tank. So of course, I mean, the Mercedes being a Mercedes, itafika to the destination earlier than this other car, this other small car, the Demio, probably the Vitz. It will reach uko mapema because I mean it's a Mercedes, so what do you expect? But then point still remains that this other small car, the Demio or the Vitz, will still arrive. Whether 2 hours or an hour late, it will still arrive. And another point is that it is not going to zimika kwa barabara because the fuel, it has fuel, it is full tank, and the estimated fuel to be used is actually, it won't even cost a full tank. So all of the drivers, all of the cars are safe. But then here's a twist. Probably the car that was fueled, the Demio that was fueled with 5k, which absolutely filled that tank, is feeling like, you know what, why is my car being fueled in a 5k peke yake? Why is everyone, why are all these other cars like in a Mercedes, probably Harrier, or any car that has a bigger tank, why are they using more than 5k to fuel the tanks? And then mimi hapa, I'm using 5k to fuel my tank, which will absolutely be, I mean, the tank itaja. But that person with a Vitz is feeling like, you know what, no, I need my car to be fueled with 10,000 shillings like this all other cars. I mean, this is a car, it has ikona 4 wheels. I want my car to be fueled with 10k. It absolutely makes zero sense. So I mean, because if at all this car is to be fueled with 10k, yes, it will take some time, but you can't fuel it at a go at 10k because I mean the tank is small, it can't even accommodate the oil worth 10,000 shillings. So anyway, back to comparison, because that is what we are trying to talk about. More often than not, some of us are like this driver or this uncle or this auntie with the Demio or with the Vitz, who is like, you know what, I want my car, why are you guys spending 10,000 on fuel? Yeah, these other cars, while my car, you guys are spending 5,000 shillings, and all this time there's absolutely no way you can spend 10k at once to fuel a Vitz. No, there's no way right now with this economy. Ijafika hapo, but in the future, who knows? But there's no way you can tell me that you use 10k mara moja, you fuel a car, and then ijai without spilling over or something of the sort. So some of us getting what others have, and yet we have not yet built capacity to accommodate that which others have. And that is one of the things that causes us to compare ourselves with others. Because I mean, if this driver of this smaller car realizes that anyway, as much as I want my car to be among the cars that are fueled with 10k, as it is right now, my car cannot. My car is only going to accommodate 5,000 shillings. So let me wait until I get a bigger car, or wait for the economy ipande kabisa, so that my car will be fueled na 10,000 shillings. So some of us are really after what other people have, and we forget to stop and realize that, wait a minute, I admire so much this person. I want so much what this person has, but do I have the capacity to, if it is brought to me right now, if whatever this person has is brought to me right now, do I have the capacity to accommodate it? Do I have the talent? Do I have the skill to accommodate what this person has at this particular moment, that I feel so jealous, that I want so much? So even for you, the only way to make you not compare yourselves to others is to build capacity, that even if I'm given whatever it is that I admire or that I really want from this other person, I will have the capability to take care of it. Because truth be told, most of us are really admiring things or people or whatever it is you admire, be it in your career, be it in school, be it in whatever sphere of your life. We admire things so much, but then if by chance or whatever happens, we are given that which we look up to or that which we admire so much, we won't even we won't be able to take care of it, or we won't be able to be good stewards of that which will be given, because all we see is we don't have this, we want this. How come this person has this and I don't have this? But then all this time you're not even building capacity to be able to accommodate that which you want. And it's also because we're not cognizant of the demand that it is going to put on us. You can imagine that person with Vitz fueling the car with 10,000 shillings. He will have to ensure, he won't even have to actually do something for the oil not to spill, because whether he likes it or not, the oil will have to spill over. So sometimes we are not really cognizant of the demand that will be put on us, on our skills, on our talents, when we want that which we do not have. Yet we are there like, what, I wish I had this, I wish. You're just there comparing yourself to others, and yet you are not really working on yourself internally to be able to accommodate that which you want. And another thing about comparison is that comparison puts a speed governor to our dreams, or rather it makes us undermine our efforts. Because think about it this way, the driver of a Vitz or a Demio, he'll be so focused on how come my Mercedes is not moving as fast as this, how come my Demio is not moving as fast as this Mercedes? How come my Demio is not being filled by 10,000 like this Mercedes? He'll be so engrossed in just referring to the Mercedes, and he'll forget that the Demio has cool features that he can actually utilize. I am not a fan of cars, but I'm sure that a Demio has it has cool things that probably other cars, not Mercedes, other cars don't have. So even for you, when you're out there trying to compare yourself to others, you tend to forget that, wait a minute, as Shalom, there are unique things. Remember the video we did on embracing individuality? Because we always have something, there's always a unique aspect of us that we bring on the table. So when I'm so focused on, comparing myself to, this and this person, I will not even stop and think about, wait a minute, as Shalom, what do I have? What unique or what great thing about me that people look at me and they are like, oh wow, I would like to be like this girl. I like the way this girl does whatever it is she does. You see? So don't be so focused in looking at what you feel you are missing out and forget to realize that anyway, I am a whole package as it is. There are things that I have that most people admire about me, or most people they really wish they had themselves. But we are so focused in looking at what people have that we don't have, that we don't even stop to realize that anyway, I carry one unique aspect. I bring something to the table. And also, let me put across that comparison does not mean that you do not get your results. Does not mean that you have people that you look up to. There's a quote that says, we see far because we stand on shoulders of giants. So I am not at all denying the fact that we need people to hold our hands. We need mentors. We need people who have walked the path that we are going through. But let it not be from a point of, I wish I had all this. Let's just learn to be humble and be able to learn from those who have gone ahead of us. For example, for me, in this podcasting space or whichever space that I may be involved in, I should not be like, I'm not comparing myself with anyone. I am unique. Make it easy. Is one unique podcast. I don't need to learn. That is pretty much ego. I need to be humble enough to be able to watch and learn from people who have done this for some time now, and who have established themselves. So even for you, do not feel like you are too good or you are too great to have someone walk with you, or to have someone hold your hand. Because I mean, these people who have gone ahead of you act as maps to whichever dimension or whichever place you want to venture into. Because I mean, they have been there, and you being arrogant to feel like, you know what, I think I can do this. Beware that you are not the first, and you also go through it, and someone will also be looking up to you and expecting you to offer the same guide or the same help that you were given. And from when you have mentors or people holding your hand, it will not be from a point of, you know what, them bragging to you, or them just boasting about themselves, like, you know what, I did this and this. They'll be giving themselves to you in terms of telling you, this is what I did that didn't succeed, or this is what I did that made my business fail, or this is what I did that made my startup not become as great as it would have been. And those things that they did that didn't work for them, you will definitely not do them. They are going to make sure that you do not do the mistakes they did. And that's the important thing of having someone like a mentor go ahead of you, and I mean, allowing them to teach or to impart in you that which they have learned. They have learned over time. And as I conclude, my mentor always says, because I am not preaching water and drinking wine. My mentor loves to say that you should not compare your weaknesses with someone's strength. If at all you have to compare your strengths with someone's strengths. So anytime you feel like you want to gauge yourself, or you want to see how you are doing, do not compare your weaknesses or the bad thing, not the bad things, your weaknesses rather, with someone's strength. That will definitely put you off. So if at all you have to compare, find the great things about you and compare them to someone's great things about them. Sawa? Yep. And that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I know I did. And make sure you like, subscribe, share, listen. We have this running on Spotify, so if you can't watch the video here on YouTube, you can always catch up with it on Spotify at Make It Easy Podcast. And tell your friends to tell their friends that there's a podcast called Make It Easy, and great stuff over here. They should come and listen to it. So that was it for today. Thank you for tuning in up to the very end. I will see you next week. Bye.